So about a week ago, I bought some horrid king assassin bugs off of Mort Market, and it's been about a week, and they're already super crazy. And I'm not talking about like hard to take care of. I'm talking about their behavior. I've never seen anything like it. They're almost very intelligent and plotting all the time. Like in this video, you're gonna see some crazy acts of dexterity and strength, stuff you've never even seen before. And the colors on these animals are just insane. It's something really spectacular. So within the first few days, I already noticed that despite them being more visual-based hunters, they prefer to hunt in lower light environments. Whenever I'd put the light on them, or I'd have the sun coming in through the windows, they wouldn't really be out very much, but at nighttime, and when I had other lights on in the house, the light leaking from that and coming over to it would allow them to come out and be more active. Most of these shots that you're going to see are filmed at nighttime, which is really interesting since they go off of visual cues. They have the antenna, yeah, but they seem to more like to track movement for their prey. And already you can see this little guy has a dubia roach, and he's run off with it because they like to snag food and run off. That way the others in their group don't try to take it from them. These guys will fight over food like it's crazy. It's like something out of a zombie movie. They all pile on and just start jabbing their little proboscises in there, trying to suck out the juices of the invertebrates or whatever you give them. One of the other things that's just so amazing about this species is the color. The yellow legs with the red joints, and then when they eat and they fill up, they turn into these beautiful little red balloons with legs. It's just so amazing. Alright, now here's where stuff gets really interesting, right? So I've got this large cricket, and I'm expecting to get some group feeding behavior from them. Since they're small, they can't really carry it off by themselves. So I'm trying to see if anybody will take it and then cause a feeding frenzy, right? So this lone individual, he looked pretty hungry. His abdomen wasn't as swollen as the others, so I'm thinking, alright, I'll give it to him. And he just jumps on it and latches on, just immediately thrusts that proboscis in, looking for a weak spot, and then immediately begins to feed, right? And then as time goes on, he just takes it and runs off with it. And I don't think the other ones caught wind of it, but what happens next is absolutely insane. So he's taking it and he's on the edge of this log, right? And you're thinking, well, what's so impressive about that? The cricket's still alive and struggling a little bit, but look, he goes towards the edge and lifts it off so that the cricket can't find any purchase. But what's insane about that is he's so small and way less heavy than that cricket. So that'd be like a human being holding a cow over the edge to eat it. It's just insane work right there. Those leg claws must be impressively durable and sharp to be able to bite into the wood like that. What's really interesting is he doesn't even seem to be struggling with it. Like he's not. Well, there you go. He only has one leg holding on, and look at that. He looks so confident holding that thing the way he does. So take a look at the color of that abdomen, right? It's almost like a purplish kind of red. Like it's not very bright red compared to the others, and you can see the indentations on it where it hasn't really filled up. As this video goes on, that color is going to change because the plates of the abdomen are going to spread apart and reveal the red skin underneath. It's really beautiful. Even now, looking at the differences between these two invertebrates, you can see the differences exemplified by both. That's what's so interesting about this world, and I think a lot of hobbyists would agree with me that every single species, even in like the same genuses and stuff like that, are so vastly different because they all live very niche lifestyles. Like look at a trapdoor spider, right? And then you compare that to, say, a jumping spider. They both have like similar body plans, but their lifestyle are so different. Everything from the eyes to the length of the legs, the amount of hair they have, coloring patterns, the different types of like fang styles. it's all so different. So even in these different types of animals, you can find a lot of interesting things going on to appreciate and admire. This is basically a tunnel full of murder balloons. And then look at this guy, he's just all by himself hogging that big old meal. It just goes to show you that even though they live in a group, teamwork is not necessarily a given rule with these things. That cricket is absolutely dangling off that log. I can't believe that he has so much strength in those two legs. He's using the other legs for grip, sure, but still, a lot of that weight's going on those back legs. It's just insane to think about. You know, I don't really like heights personally, so I wouldn't ever really even try to do this. Not that I would try to eat an animal alive or anything like that, but just trying to hold something that heavy off the edge like that. He just acts like, oh yeah, you know, just another like Friday or whatever. Who cares? Oh, it looks like the other assassin bugs know that something's going on. They're starting to move around. I'll try to give them another cricket to see what they do. This little guy's not going to play along because he wants to live, but he'll get caught eventually. They always do. And then at the end of it, there will be a small shriveled up corpse at the bottom of the log, or below it. Just going to do a time lapse for this real quick, but in the corner at the floor, you can see that that cricket got away. But look at the distance between the floor and that log, man. How precarious. It's insane. Ooh, is he gonna drop it? Is he gonna fall? Who knows? Look at that proboscis, man. It looks so painful to get hit with that. He's got it right in that thing's neck. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not that cricket. If there's any kind of animal that's close to a vampire, it would be these guys, for sure. 100% full stop. Look, you can see that that abdomen is starting to swell up and turn bright red because those plates are shifting open. Very beautiful animal. And it looks like that cricket's almost drained up, surprisingly. The abdomen keeps getting more and more shriveled at the bottom. And sure enough, nice bright red balloon. And then that abdomen, man, look at that. It's starting to even get discolored. I guess he finally decided to quit playing around with his food after he figured out it was dead enough and went straight for the abdomen. That's the softest part on a cricket after all. But look at that. He almost looks like he's gonna pop, so I'm getting a little worried. I don't know if they can pop from like overeating or not. I don't know if they can stop themselves, so I'm gonna try and take that and give it to the other guys. Come on, buddy. You've definitely had your fill, man. You look like a overripe tomato. You look like a big old water balloon. You know what he reminds me of? Did you guys ever play, oh gosh, Bloodborne? And then the DLC, there was those guys that were full of blood, and they kind of look like these. I wonder if that's where the inspiration for those enemies came from. Come on, buddy. You've had your fill, dude. This is like happy hour at the bar. You're getting too carried away, man. We gotta, we gotta cut you off. Yeah, save some for the rest of the fellas, alright? I do not believe it. The same guy, the same dude that just absolutely gorged out, absolutely just pigging out, Babe the Pig, just chowing down on that cricket is back. And of course, he ate so much that he can't fit through the hole in the choya log. It's absolutely hilarious. Look at that. He can't go through, so he's trying to pull the cricket through. Oh my gosh, what a greedy little creature. What a glutton, man. I just have nothing but greedy, greedy little gophers in my collection, I swear. Again, these are really interesting animals, so if you want to see more of this content, give me a like and subscribe so you can see more. I had fun showing this to you guys. Bye!